Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, the South Africans United 2022. What will we be talking about in the following episodes? This will be your build-up to the next election we have in South Africa in 2024. So in this episode, I'll be talking about the last six elections we had from 1994 until 2019 and as well as the history of South Africa, starting from year one up until the year 1994. So, to understand South Africa, to understand the politics at this stage, you need to understand the history a bit of South Africa as well. Because normally history repeats itself. So it's quite interesting what's going to happen in this upcoming elections. I'm really excited about it because this is going to be the most fierce contested election ever in the history of South Africa. I think there will be more than 100 parties competing for that 400 seats that's up for grabs in the National Assembly. Uh, we in South Africa, we vote every 5 years. Every 5 years, we go out, cast our vote, and choose the party of our choice to lead us into the future and create a better life for South Africans. Better systems. Yeah, we will get into it, I think, a bit later on. All right, so if you want to vote in the next election, what do you need? You need to be 18 years and older and have a valid South African ID. Then you can go out and you can go and vote. Now you're thinking, how many people can actually vote in the election? South Africa at the moment is about 60 million people living in South Africa, and you, out of that, that is like I said, 18 years and older and have a valid South African ID, are about 28 million people. So you'll see every 5 year cycle is actually an increase of plus minus 2 million people uh, voting due to the growth of the population. Yeah, and it will be quite interesting how the people will vote. I mean, after, let's say, the last election was 2019, 5 years will pass. What will the mindset be of the people? Will we again have a clear winner in the ANC as they done from 1994? And to be honest, I don't think so. If you look at 2019, only 51% of South Africans did vote for the ANC. But why did the ANC won the election again? Because our voter turnout is dropping every 5 years. I did write it down. Let's see. The last election, the voter turnout was only 58% compared to 1994, where we have 86.7% voters turnout. So, yeah. All right, and what I will be looking at. Okay, first I'm going to do the history. That is our second episode. This is the pilot, the introduction. Um, I'll be looking at, like I said, the first one, the history starting from year one until 1994. I'll be looking at sort of the migration of different groups, different races to South Africa and the reason for doing it. Um, and who were the humans that, the modern humans that lived in South Africa and the different races that migrate to South Africa to start a life. That's going to be interesting in the history as well. That South Africa's at one stage were more or less like four countries, four colonies. It was divided up before we became a union. So yeah, there's basically like 4 countries in South Africa at one stage, but I'll get to that in my history part. All right, so let's just see if I mentioned everything I wanted to mention. Yeah, the last thing I want to mention is we're looking at our different systems we have. We now have a democratic system, one man, one vote, uh, open to all South Africans from all races. Before 1994, we had a voting system, one man, one vote, but it was only open to people from European descent. So only people from European descent could vote. That was the phase between 1961 and 1994, where only white people, European descent, were allowed. And after 1994, it was open to all South Africans. Before 1961, we were a colony of Britain. So we took our marching orders from the British. So the English ruled South Africa before 1961 when we became a republic. So yeah, so there's different systems that were in place. And a thing that's very interesting is the National Party ruled South Africa when we first became a republic, independent from Britain in 1961, and they ruled South Africa for about 33 years. And now the ANC is coming up to 30 years as well. So if history repeats itself, we will see something different. I see probably maybe a coalition government forming for South Africa. Thanks for watching. Like us on Facebook, go to our group, join our group there, as well as YouTube. Like and subscribe to the channel for some more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Taking care.